Hey everyone, it's Andrew. In this video today, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the certificate builder to now include custom values within all of your certificates, and then also how your users can download certificates straight from the client portal. Let me show you how it works. Now, if you'd like to create a certificate to issue to people who have finished things like courses, then all you're going to do is head to the memberships tab and then head to certificates, which is at the top right. Once you're here, you'll have one tab for templates and one tab for issued certificates. We're going to go ahead and create a new one from some of GoHighLevel's great certificate templates. Now, once you get into your certificate, you're going to see that there's specific pieces of information that we would like to include on the certificate, namely their name, obviously. So this is just for filler. If we go ahead and delete that, you'll see in any of these text boxes at the top where you can adjust things like the font, the spacing, the size, all of that, you'll see at the very right-hand side, custom fields. This is what's new. So if you click that, you can now use custom fields relating to the contact. That will be things like their name, their email, their phone number. You can also use any custom fields that are relating to the user. That would be you. So if you want to say certificate is issued by you, then you can include that custom field, as well as the membership information, which is like the product title, and then also all of the right now custom fields, which will allow you to include the exact time, the day, maybe the month that this certificate was actually issued. So for this certificate, we're going to go ahead and drop in the full name. We're going to make this field a little bit wider so we don't come across any spacing issues. Then what we're going to do is go ahead and center it, stick it in the middle, and it's that easy to actually use these custom fields. Another handy custom field would be to include your own name on the certificate to say that you are the one that issued the certificate out to this user. And we can do that by clicking the custom fields button, clicking user, and then clicking full name. So I make sure it includes my name on the certificate as the issuer. And of course, we can also include the date. So whenever it comes to right now custom fields, you have the option to choose between many different formats. For me, my favorite one for certificates is just going to be the day. We're going to clean it up by adding the user signature at the bottom to replace the default signature of John Doe. And once you've done that, you can go ahead and send out this certificate to people. Now, a quick note, if you go ahead and look at the top right, you can see send offline certificate. This will allow you to actually email it directly to any of your members. And all you have to do is include your own name and then also include the recipient email. Now, if you notice, there's only one contact here, and that's because this is the only contact that has actually opted in for an offer. So if you want people to actually show up in this send certificate setting, make sure they've opted into an offer that looks something like this. Certificates are designed this way because they're meant to be delivered to people after they've completed a course. And if somebody completed a course, you would assume that they've also opted in. Alternatively, you can also just send certificates through automations, but for testing purposes, I'm just going to send it just like this. So I can go ahead and click send, and it'll give you a quick warning just to let you know that contact level custom fields need to have values in them, or else they're just going to be blank. So before you actually send out a certificate, make sure that they actually have a name and that your user signature is actually filled out and your username is actually filled out. So that way you can make sure that you don't have any blanks in your certificates. Now, once a user has been sent a certificate from either a direct send like that or through an automation, they can now access it through the client portal. So if you head to your community or the course infrastructure, whichever you have on, then you'll see in all of them at the top right, you'll see your profile picture. And this is where your users can actually access their certificates. Keep in mind, I'm logged in as a user, the one that actually just received that certificate. And if I go ahead and click at the top right and click account through any of the client portal means, then you can go ahead and see at the bottom certificates, and that's where our certificate is going to show up. We can go ahead and preview it and we'll see what it'll actually look like. So our user can see their certificate right here, as well as all of those custom fields successfully being filled out. And then they also have the option to either copy a link that goes straight to their certificate, or they can click download and it will go ahead and download it and also ask them if they would like to print it out. This is what that link looks like. So whenever they open it, then they'll be able to see their certificate as well as also see the download button again. Having these additional custom fields within the certificate builder makes it a lot easier to actually deliver certificates, especially if you have multiple users, and it just allows you to automate the process even further. Feel free to issue out certificates and encourage all of your members in your communities and course infrastructures to download those certificates, because it's a really cool accomplishment to celebrate for your users, especially when they complete something like a course within your platform. If you have any questions about how this process works, then go ahead and drop a comment. And as always, thank you for watching.